Alright, good evening everyone, and welcome. After a year of hype, after all the anticipation, finally right here live tonight, I am unboxing, hooking up, and messing around with my PlayStation 5. I almost said something else. So, I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited as well for this live unboxing. It's a day late. I was supposed to get it yesterday. We had some snafus there. Me changing payment method made Amazon delay it a day, but thank God it showed up today. And we got a couple hours here tonight to mess around with it. So let's see what's in the PlayStation 5 box. Unbox it live. I'll let you know what I think, first impressions on everything in there. And go from there. We also have an accessory to unbox over here, which we'll talk about in a moment once we finish unboxing this sucker. BeastBod gifted a sub to Locutus of the Port. Congratulations, Locutus. Thank you, BeastBod. JD3450 just tipped me $5. And I've been watching your content since the Modern Warfare 2 days when I was 10 years old. And I'm finally in a situation I can support you. Thanks for making amazing content. You are welcome. And thank you, JD. Team Mariucci also tipped me $10. Said next gen is here. Indeed it is. Finally. I hope we get a next gen experience. I'm going to be honest. The whole last console gen, until, once again, the very end of the console gen, I'm not exactly sure that we got a next-gen experience. There was a lot of things that just were kind of underwhelming, to say the least. A lot of games that they just didn't run very well, and we never really even got every game running at 1080p 60 frames per second. So to me, it's kind of shocking, right? All those promises, they really lived up to. Will the PlayStation 5 live up to promises? Will all the games be running at 60 frames or higher at a high resolution? I hope so. We're going to find out over the next couple of days, and I'm excited to find out with all of you. Savage Beast just resub for 32 months. Thank you, Savage Beast, for the resub. Tag365 did 100-bit cheers. They made the Skunk Heroes work for you. Thanks. We Stream No Games to me $5. So thank you for everything you do. Your Yakuza videos and now the PS5 unboxing videos are making my shitty week a lot better. So never let the haters make you feel like you don't have an impact. And then someone in a name that looks to be like Eastern European language, like maybe it's like Czechoslovakian or something, just tipped me $3.05 at Bug Snacks Hype. So thank you for that. I can't even read that. Thank you guys. Thank you for your support tonight. I appreciate it. And Left in Foundly has subscribed for 18 months. Thank you for the resub. By the way, I'll update sub count later. Let's unbox the sucker, shall we? All right, first of all, I don't know what everyone's talking about. Everyone's saying the PlayStation 5 is like really big and heavy. Look, this is light. This is like, oh fuck. This is like, it's like lightweight. It's like, you know, it's like a box full of paper. Oh. Okay, it's very heavy. So first of all, just taking a look at the box of the thing, all right? I mentioned this to my wife earlier. I said, now this is a stark... Stop popping up. This is a stark contrast to the PlayStation 4 box. Take a look at the box, all right? It's white with pictures of the console on it. It's very plain. Every side of the box is plain. You see this? Every side of the box is plain. There is no pictures on it. The PlayStation 4 box was actually very colorful, and it actually had like pictures of games, launch titles and the like. Even games that were coming out in the first year of console's life had pictures. This has nothing. It's like completely plain, and I'm wondering why they opted for that option. Really, I don't know why they did. But anyway, doesn't matter what's on the box. It matters what's in the box, right? By the way, shout out to Black Mage C-Type, who did 100-bit cheer. He said, hype. I'm really looking forward to the Bug Snacks in particular. Normally, I wouldn't be so quick to say it, but if the Associated Press can do it over the election, I can do it over Game of the Year, which is Bug Snacks assuredly. Oh, boy. We're going to find out. Anyway, let's open this box. What the hell is this? Hello. So it unfolds oddly. Oh, shit, I just broke it over here with with this hand. I just ripped it. So I unfold the box, and now I guess you pull this up, right? And by the way, no, it was not already opened. It was taped. I opened the tape. That's all I did, and the box was already opening itself. This thing's eager to get out of the fucking box here. There we go. Oh, my God. Shit. Okay. So it's really just thin paper kind of covering the outside here. And by the way, what does it come with? It says on the side of the box, it comes with the console, a wireless controller, a base. That's how you get it to stand up or sit on its side. An HDMI cable, a power cord, USB cable, printed materials, and Astro's Playroom. my most exciting thing I want to get my hands on are those printed materials. I want to see what they actually still print on paper in 2020. I think I said the exact same thing during the unboxing of the PlayStation 4, by the way. Ninstar Rune just curious, so the reason it's white and has no pictures of the games is because it has no games. See, the thing is, that's not true. It does have games. They could have easily listed Sackboy, Astro, Demon Souls. If you just want to say console exclusives, all right, Demon Souls and Astro, they still could have put those two on there. You know, I mean, yes, understandably, Spider-Man Miles Morales is also on PS4, but it's still a Sony exclusive. They could have put that on there. There's stuff they could have put on there. Godfall, they could have put on there. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't. So it's completely white. Look, nothing. Just PlayStation symbol. And really, like, nothing else on this fucking thing. Yeah, like a barcode on the bottom. That's it. It's so plain. I'm shocked it's so plain. There's no marketing attempt at all on this thing. Right? I'm muted. No, I'm not. Shut up. Someone just tried to fool me. Said I was muted. Fuck you. Okay. So, it is, right. It's minimalistic. You're absolutely right. It's very minimalistic. It's like they didn't really put much effort into making it look fancy. They just wanted you to, I guess, judge it for itself. So what it's saying to do is to pull... It looks like this says there's a piece of cardboard on top I need to remove first, and then I could slide the console out. There's a diagram on the top here. That says as much. Fuck, this thing weighs a lot. See the diagram? See, it says remove the cardboard and slide the console out. Alright, so... Alright, here it is. There's even a finger spot. You get your finger right in the spot, the special spot, and you pull up like this. Oh, we got all our accessory... Actually, it's all our accessory pack on top. Can I just remove this whole thing? Yes, okay. So this is the accessories box. Alright, we'll put that aside for now. We'll put the accessories behind me. And we'll look at that in a few minutes. But first, let's get the console out. This is the most minimalistic... Dude, this is so minimalistic. There's nothing in this thing. There's seriously nothing in this at all. It's so minimalistic. So you just pull it out. Fuck. And you got your... Not styrofoam, but what do you call this? It's kind of like a cardboard material, but it's not. It's like a composite cardboard, paperboard. Your console's in the middle, and then it's just wrapped in that very, very thin foam style wrap. There's nothing else to it. Blocky. Toss that over there. Just like my content? Yeah, why not? See, Sony knows what's right. Sony knows you don't need to go for bells and whistles, hours of video editing, fucking crazy studio quality lighting, and glowing shit behind you. People will come out and watch your content if you just have quality behind it. It's minimalistic approach, maximum impact, just like me. Damn straight. I'll take that as a compliment. I know it wasn't meant to be. You can fuck off, though. Alright. So there's this white box. Get rid of that. Fucking over there. Alright. Here's the beast of the console. But I can't open it yet because I got a few shout-outs to do. Technical 2070 tipped me $25. He said, I'm happy you got your system. I got mine today. I'm loving Cold War. It's amazing with the triggers. Keep it up. Much love. I'm excited to see how this haptic feedback, because everyone's talking about the haptic feedback now. So I'm curious to see myself what it's going to be. And thank you for the very generous tip. We're now up to $49 in tips already. Holy shit. Thank you, guys. Spartan King cheers. This Derek says, can you believe it's been 6+ years since your PlayStation 4 launch unboxing videos? He remembers I tried the something app, it blocked off, and streaming on the PS4 and checking out NBA. I'm not trying streaming on the PS4 or PS5. Fuck that. I'm going to do my own setup. We learned our lesson last time around. So, removing the protective wrap for the very first time. And I'm immediately noticing something. There's a large crack down the side of my console. Look, I'm just kidding. If there was a crack down the side of my console, I'd be cracking this against someone's head who delivered it. But anyway, here we are. It's the PlayStation 5. It is large. It is very large. What do we got on the front? So that's the power button. Okay, and that looks to be the eject button. I have no discs for this thing. None. I'm not going to buy disc games for it. The only reason I got the disc version is because, quite frankly, I couldn't get the pre-order in for the digital version quick enough. They were selling off so quick, I did the disc version. But maybe one day I'll need it for something. Maybe I'll buy a used game or something. I don't know. But for now, I'm never going to use this drive. The USB port on the front and what appears to be a USB-C port. Okay? USB-C. Not all the other previous versions. Now it's another fucking USB. So another proprietary, well, I don't think it's proprietary. I think USB-C is universal, but it's a new kind of USB that the previous two PS generations didn't use. So I got to go fucking buy a larger cable somewhere because the 3-foot cable they're going to give me with this thing is going to be way too fucking short. And a USB, so regular USB, and I guess that's supposed to be, oh no, that's not USB. That is for solid state drive. Yeah, solid state drive expansion port, which right now I think you have to buy the official one, right? You have to buy the official solid state drive for Sony to expand the storage on this. So one USB port on the front, absolutely nothing on the top. On the bottom, it looks just like maybe some exhaust vents. That's about it. And on the back, of course, the back is where it's at. And it's very minimalistic yet again. Like, if you take a look, 2 more USB ports, or a total of 3. An Ethernet port to plug in your internet. The HDMI port, where all the magic happens, and a power cable port, right? That's it. Nothing. You know, no special expansions, nothing. It's going to be very simple, I feel. For some odd reason, inside the lip right here of the console, the bottom lip here, this side, it has a bunch of Sony symbols listed. You can't see it. There's no way you'll be able to see it, but it's like XO, square. Yeah, square, triangle, circle, X. Square, triangle, circle, X. And it repeats 4 times. I have no idea why that's on there. It serves absolutely no purpose, but they etched it in there. PlayStation symbol only on one side of the console, not on the other. Only on the one. Admittedly, it's a little unwieldy. It's kind of like chunky, you know? Like, there's no balance to it. Like, I'm holding it, and I can't really find, like, a balance point to hold it comfortably. It's just kind of chunky heavy. I think it's because there really has no center of gravity, because the drive, right? The disc drive, if this were the digital edition, maybe it actually would have been felt perfectly balanced. But this is the disc edition, and because of that, the drive has to kind of stick out the side, and so there's no real center of gravity for the thing at all. So that's the console. All right, we're going to look at the accessories now. Let me put this down on the floor flat so it doesn't fucking fall over and break. Okay. A few more shout-outs. Ninstaroon cheered and said, am I left-handed? No, I'm right-handed. You're probably looking at the wrong arm. But no, my arms are about equal size. There's no difference in the size of my arms, I hate to tell you. Just the camera's perspective. XBGamer19 cheers, and I honestly feel the controller is the best in Astro's Playroom and Spider-Man. Interesting. We're going to check out that controller in just a sec. Sir Spartan King has cheers. This reminds me of old school Phil, laughing out loud. Ninstaroon cheers said the wings are for aerodynamics when Amazon worker throws it over your fence. There you go. Goes a little further. J-Bro cheered. He says, can you drop it from a safe distance so we hear it sound and make? Sure, why not? Let's see. How does it sound? When a PlayStation 5 goes crashing in the woods by itself, how does it sound? Whoa! No, I'm not going to do that. Anyway. Super Blind Man Chitty says, actually, you do not have to buy a proprietary expansion drive. That's Xbox. The ports on the back are USB and are primarily intended for external storage hard drives if you choose to store and run your PS4 games on one and thus save internal SSD storage for PS5 games. That is true, Super Blind Man, but Sony did come out. I don't know if you heard this, Super Blind Man. They came out and said it doesn't work yet. You cannot buy a hard drive and plug it into this thing and have it work yet. They are going to have that capability. They're saying in 2021, they're going to add that. But right now, if you just buy an external SSD, you cannot plug it in here and have it work. They did not add that capability yet. That's why people are upset about it. So, let's see here. JD just tipped another $2. Says, make sure you focus the bottom of the controller. You can see design on the grip. You need to look close. All right, I'll give it a look. And Henry just cheers. So, why is your camera covered in pee? It shows a yellow glare. It's because it's nighttime. There's no light outside the house, and my lamp is on full blast, and it's those, you know, regular, like, what do they call them, daylight bulbs or whatever, so they have a little bit of a hue. There's no pee on the lens. Maybe there's some pee on your brain, but, you know, it's not perfect lighting because I don't live in a studio. I don't have a team of investors who invest in everything that I do here on the stream to try to make it look nice. It's just me, myself, and I never had anyone to help me or do anything, so I make do with what I got. And no one really cares besides you complaining about the yellow, so. Alrighty. We hit $50 in tips, so I got to put on the glasses. I'm sorry, everybody. Alright, so. the accessories box. All right, looks like it's a long box to have like breadsticks from like Pizza Hut or something. So we open it up, and there's marinara sauce in there. No, there's not. That'll be good though. I'm kind of hungry. Power cable. Here's the power cable. Very standard. Exactly the same power cable since the PlayStation 2 days. That's not even an exaggeration. That's exactly the same PlayStation 2 cable. No lie. It's the same cable. They haven't changed it. In 3 console generations. Actually, 4 console generations. They have not changed this cable. It's the same one. You could probably still use your power cable from PlayStation 2 on this thing, I bet. Same shit. Interesting, huh? Okay. Okay. Shout out to Mushtaba12321 who resubscribed for 13 months. Thank you, Mushtaba, for the resub. There you go. All right. Nice and short, just like always. Skimping. Can't even give you a lengthy cable. Even the twisty tying the cable is made of paper. It's like a paper twisty with a piece of wire inside. Even that's like, you know what I mean? Like, everything here is, like, minimalistic. Even the twisty is minimalistic. Okay. So what do we got here? We've got... Ooh. A few things. We got the stand and HDMI cable. We got the instructions that we're going to take a look at in a second. And the controller, I guess we could look at last. So let's take a look at the stand. Alright? This is the stand everyone's talking about. The stand this thing comes with, and you can either stand it up or you can put it, you know, sideways or whatever. Let's see here. Okay. So if you want to do standing it up, it's like that, right? But how do you position this thing if you want it to go flat? I guess we're gonna have to read the instructions. It doesn't really seem straightforward on how this should go, right? You would think it should go this way so the disk drive's up, and so this should position somewhere on this thing, you know, like this maybe. Probably like hooks on the front or something like that. I mean, I'm just guessing, right? It's probably like, oh, actually that's it, isn't it? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I'm on the wrong side. Because that would be lopsided. Right? That wouldn't be flat. That would be kind of lopsided. I'm gonna read the instructions. Obviously. To figure this shit out. That doesn't look right to me. It looks like... That doesn't look like it would be flat on the bottom. It's upside down. It is. So this is upside down. So it's supposed to be like this? No, that's not possible. That won't clip on that way. That's good. This has to be the right way. Yeah, that has to be the right way. PlayStation symbol's on the bottom, so that is correct. I just need to position it properly so it'll be flat in my system. I'm going to show you when I put it into my system over there how it looks. Yeah, I'll read the instructions just to be sure I'm doing it right. I don't want to fuck this up, you know, but I think that's correct. Okay, that's the stand. HDMI cable, supposedly this cable is the highest standard, the most current cable you can get. My cables are about 2 years old, so whatever I bought was state-of-the-art, fastest fucking cable 2 years ago. But this is probably better. I don't know if it'll be any better. I'll use this anyway, regardless. I don't, you know. What we're actually going to do tonight is something unique, something that probably absolutely no one else on the internet did. I'm serious. What we're going to do is the first time I boot up my PlayStation 5, I am actually going to hook it up to my HDCP bypass system. This is a system that I owned way back in the day for PlayStation 3 because PS3 had no way to turn off the HDCP copy protection. So therefore, the only way to capture from the console was to convert the video into a different kind of video signal and then convert it back. Well, guess what? I didn't do that. I came up with this fancy setup that stripped the audio from the video and then re-encoded it into another segment. So basically, it works. This is how I do my PS3 coverage. Whenever I play PS3, I'm using this fancy setup. It's 2 completely different pieces of hardware and everything. And so I'm going to use that tonight when I boot up my PS5 for the first time and see if it'll actually work. It might not, because PS5 might try to default do 4K out, and if that's the case, it ain't gonna work anyway, because none of my equipment works at 4K. So if I try to use it, I get black screen. I'm just gonna have to hook it direct to my TV first and fuck with it a little bit, which I hope does. I hope I can at least get a signal out of the thing at default. Hopefully it'll default to like 1080p, but maybe it won't. We're gonna have to see what happens here. But anyway, HDMI cable doesn't look too fancy or whatever. Just, you know. And by the way, short. You can tell, short-ass fucking cable, right? What a surprise there. What a shocker. Okay. Here we've got... Oh, my God. Look at this stupid thing. Wait a minute. Is this what I think it is? USB... Is this the same cable that Nintendo uses? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Because if it is... I think so. Yeah. It is. Huh. Interesting. So I've actually been using USB-C all along. I just didn't know that the Switch used it. I had no idea. Sadly, this cable is short as shit. Like super duper short. And my problem's gonna be tonight, and this is the truth, I don't know how we're gonna fix this issue. This cable is so fucking short, it's only 3 feet. There is no way that I'm gonna be able to plug this in to the PlayStation 5 and have it reach over here. It's just not possible. And you know that controller's not going to have any charge. So, I hope... This is not 6... Do you think this is 6 feet? You think this is 6... You think that my arm's width is 6 feet? How long do you think my arms are? Someone just said this is a 6-foot cable. It's a 3-foot cable, folks. 3 feet. Okay? If you think this is 6 feet, you're out of your mind. This is nowhere near as tall as I am. Anyway... it's a very short cable. What I'm thinking is I do have a USB extension cable, but I don't know if it will work with this. I don't know because the old school USB extension cable, I don't know if it won't work with USB-C technology, you know? If that's not the case, I really don't know what to do. Alright, people are saying it's 6 feet, stand up and measure. Alright, you ready for this? No, it's not. It doesn't even go to my knee. I am 6 feet tall. This cable is at the top of my head right now, and it's not even down to my knee. So if they're telling you this is a 6-foot cable, they lied. Maybe it's 4 feet? This is not 6 feet. It doesn't even go down to my knee. I'm telling you. They're full of shit. Unless, what are they going to do? Maybe if we fucking stretch it out. You know, if you have two people standing at the end and yank at the cable as hard as you can, maybe you could stretch it to 6 feet and break the cable. There's no way that it's fucking that big. Okay? Anyway, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. Unless, I doubt this is going to work with the USB extension cable. So I don't know what we're going to do tonight because of the freaking, I need to charge the controller, right? I don't know how I'm supposed to fucking play it out of the box. I really don't. Kind of a conundrum. Let's see here. Alcoholic Mormon cheered. Said the PS1 used the same cable too, so it's actually 5 console generation. Really? So the PlayStation has never used a different cable. They've always used that universal power cable, huh? That's crazy. Ninstar Rune cheers. Said, can you read out the entire instruction manual for Super Blind Man and in various languages for international viewers? Yes. Shui cheered and said, it clips onto those weird Sony symbols you pointed out. It does? So that's what those Sony symbols are for? I'll have to look at the instructions for that. Frog Detective cheers said, try out the Switch USB cable for science. People already confirmed the controller works on PC and Xbox. We need to know if it works on if the Nintendo cable will work with PS5. J-Bro cheers said, it's 6 feet, stand up and measure. I just did. It's not 6 feet. Sir Spartan King cheers, the controller comes charged. Fully charged? I don't know about that. That battery cannot internally hold a charge. And you have to think this thing was manufactured at the very least a few months ago, right? I guess we'll find out. Ninstar Rune Cherry says, your arm length is equal to your height. Are you from the Shire? Yes. I have T-Rex arms. Bleach number 9 tipped me $1 and says, can you turn the camera towards the TV when you're setting it up? so we can see the magic moment when it's working, I'm going to turn it towards the TV. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually very important. All right. I've been waiting to get my hands on a DualSense controller and give you my honest opinion on what I think about it. It looks so different from the old PlayStation controllers. It really does. It just looks like a completely redesigned controller from the ground up. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. The very first time, it's the DualSense controller. Oh, shit. This is the DualSense controller. Oh, great. Well, I scratched the side of my PlayStation 5. I actually did. I scratched the side of my PlayStation 5. I did. I'm not kidding. I scratched it. There's a big scratch mark on the side of my PS5. Well, oh well. Well, you guys thought I was joking? No, I actually dropped it. Alright, anyway. The DualSense controller. So I'm going to take a look at this thing for the very first time. The very first time. It's a good thing I'm not looking to resell my console anytime soon. Alright. So, the thumbsticks feel almost exactly the same as PlayStation 4. And I really hope they learned from PlayStation 4. If you guys don't remember, PlayStation 4 launch controllers were all faulty. The rubber that they used to make the thumbsticks was the wrong kind, and they disintegrated. Both of my launch controllers for PlayStation 4, the one that came with the console and the extra that I bought, okay, actually had the thumbsticks break within like 6 months. They just, cracked and fell apart. And I was like, you gotta be fucking... Dude, this sucks. My PlayStation 5 has a big scratch on the side. It's a black scratch. Yeah, they fell apart. Now, I'm hoping that they fixed it, and this is the correct rubber. The rubber that they use on the current PlayStation 4 controllers is fine. Does not disintegrate. No longer is there a circular button in the middle of your controller. Instead, it's a PlayStation symbol as your home button. Okay. Face buttons are the usual, but they're transparent now. They're actually transparent plastic instead of solid buttons, and the symbols are inside of them rather than being on top of them. You still got your start button, which I guess it's not called the start button. You still got your back button. It's not called the back button. I always forget what they're called. There's like options and selfie button or something stupid. Your D-pad pretty much looks almost exactly the same as the PlayStation 4 D-pad, except again, translucent. You can see right through it. Yeah. So, let's see here. What I'm seeing, that's number one major difference. Well, no, that isn't, because that's right. PS4, I believe, had a standard headphone jack, right? Standard headphone jack on the bottom of the controller, so any headset can plug into this thing, and that's one of the things that Sony was touting was, doesn't matter if you have a high-end, headset or the El Cheapo, if whatever headset you've got, you plug into this thing, and you're going to get 3D audio. It's great, except that Sony forgot to tell everyone that if you plug in a headset into this to get audio, that it completely negates any other audio coming out of the console. So if you're a streamer like me, and you want an audience to actually hear the audio, you can't plug your controller into this. It mutes the audio on the stream. Oops. Not a big deal for most people, but for anyone who streams, a huge fucking hassle to try to find a workaround to get audio out of this thing. I already think I have a workaround, but we'll see tonight. Okay? Noah Taylor Judy says it's really hard to get a PS5. Will it be possible in a month? Doubtful. It's probably going to be early 2021. Christmas will just destroy any stock. Everyone's going to want this for Christmas. Okay. Okay, so Super Blind Man says, no, I was wrong. You can hook up an external hard drive and store PS4 games on it. You cannot do any expansion of the internal storage because they have not approved any SSDs compatible with PS5. PS5 has specific SSD requirements. People are angry that as of now, you cannot store PS5 games on an external drive to save re-download time later. So what Super Blind Man is saying is if you just want to archive some PlayStation 4 versions of games, you could do that on an external SSD. But outside of that, anything PS5 related, right? Any PS5 version of any game cannot be stored on external storage. Okay. I swear I saw on Twitter the other day that Sony came out and said, no hard drives right now, except for a proprietary one or working with the console, but maybe I was mistaken. All right. Mike X Long Cheers says, do you know PS5 is a microwave safe? Oh, I got to test that out later. Actually, I doubt this thing would even fit in my microwave. Super Blind Man Cheers says, I actually personally have moved PS4 games to an external drive and can run those fine. Well, then the proof is in the pudding, and if you say it works, I trust you. Thanks for the clarification. Of all the games on here, I think the only one that I would be playing PS4 versions would probably be Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Edition, Genshin Impact, if Genshin Impact is not getting a PS5 version, I don't know if it is, and Yakuza 7 because it's not getting a PS5 version until March. Every other game I'm playing currently, Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, have PS5 specific versions to download, and I'll be downloading those. So, Razzleberry9 did the 300-bit cheer. Said, congrats, dude. Can't wait to see you play Bug Snacks. Thank you, Razzleberry. I don't know if you're congratulating me on getting a PS5 or scratching the side of it already, which I already did. So that is Razzleberry 9. That's a 300-bit cheer. Biggest cheer of the night. Thank you, Razzleberry. Inja 889. Just subscribed for 17 months, and my friend Pat is watching you. Well, cool. Thanks, Inja and Pat, for watching. Frenel Cheer said, DSPGaming has seen unprecedented horrors of war this year. Many fans of sneak dissers are lost facing insurmountable... I'm not reading the rest of this. Technical 2070 tipped me $1 and said, my PS5 crashes and reboots and won't stay on. If I have external SSD plugged in, it will work without it, but I can't use it with it. Wow. I wonder if a lot of other people are having that same issue. I wonder if anyone's having issue with an external hard drive making their PS5 have issues. Personally, I don't have one right now, so I'm not going to be using one regardless, but maybe we're going to find this out. You know, everyone's just getting them today, yesterday, probably over the course of this next 2 weeks, and I guess we're going to get a lot more data from people trying this out, right? SPG Original tipped me $4.20 and asked, can I test if it's waterproof? Yes, we'll do that later. I'll bring in like a big tub, a big tank of water and just dump it right on top, and we'll see what happens, okay? That guy with pie resub for 4 months. Thank you very much to that guy with pie. I appreciate that. Frog Detective Cheers said, we're not going to see any games tonight. There's nothing to derail. Is copy pasta allowed? No. Don't even think about it. Holy Wolf Adam is here. It took me $17. So glad your PS5 has arrived. I'm excited. I am as well. Thank you, Holy Wolf Adam. That's $17 more. So we are now up to $74 in tips. Thank you, guys. All right. So, to be honest with you, the one initial thing that feels different about the DualSense controller and the PlayStation 4 controller, it has a texture on the back. And as you know, do I need to show you guys what the texture is? I mean, it's not like every person who got an early PS5 didn't fucking splatter it all over the internet for 2 straight weeks. Look at this. Look at the Easter egg. The microscopic symbols on the back of your controller. What it is it's very, very tiny X's, O's, squares, and circles are etched into the back of your PlayStation 5 controller. They're like really small. And that's actually what makes up the grip feeling on the back of your PlayStation 5 controller. Now, will that last? Because it's actually etched into the plastic. Will it last? Or will it wear out? I don't know. Also, one thing I'm noting, there's nothing on the front. So it's kind of weird because you get a nice feeling of grip on the back, but the front kind of feels still kind of a little slippery, which is pretty much how the PS4 controller felt on the front, kind of slippery. And if you have extended gaming sessions, your hands get sweaty or whatever, you rub your hair, you put your hand on your controller, it gets greasy. I think the grip will stop it from the back, but not on the front. The other thing is, the PlayStation 4 controller has a texture on the touchpad. There is no texture whatsoever on the front of the DualSense touchpad. But not to say that I ever really used the touchpad for much. Usually a game, you touch it and it opens a menu or whatever. But it's not like, oh, I had to use motion touch controls and it helped that I felt the texture on the touchpad. I think eventually maybe Sony intended people would do that, and like 0 games ever implemented that I played anyway. So I don't think it's going to matter. It doesn't have that texture. But it is a notable difference that I'm definitely detecting here. Okay? Has a built-in speaker and looks exactly the same as the built-in speaker on the PS4 controller. For what I don't understand, this thing has I think it's supposed to have... Okay, I see. There it is. So it actually blatantly has the microphone jack built into it. But if you buy the headset, which I'm going to also unbox in this very video here, this very stream, the headset also has like multiple microphones built into that too. So if you have this and the headset, you have like 5 microphones or something stupid like that, something crazy. It feels a little bit heavier, slightly heavier than the PS4 controller. Not too much, but what I like about it, it has what I think is going to be a comfortable form factor. Admittedly, the PS4 controller, I don't know, I just never felt like it was big enough. I like the Xbox One controller, how it has a little bit more heft to it, and it like naturally your hands kind of sit on it a little bit better. I think this controller almost feels like they were heading towards an Xbox One controller. It kind of feels like that to me. It does. But we'll see. I think the biggest thing here is the triggers, the haptic feedback triggers, which I can't talk about until I turn on the console and start messing with them, because I'm very curious to see what is this haptic feedback going to be. Outside of that, the triggers feel exactly the same as PS4. So really, the only major difference that I'm seeing is the actual form factor of the controller is a little bit heftier, which I like, and it has this grip texture on the back to give you a little bit of extra grip. Outside of that, almost every component of this controller looks identical to the PlayStation 4. Looks and utility are very different things, but I'm just giving you my initial impressions on this thing. Also, the controller looks very yellow for some reason. Oh, it's because I'm wearing these Gunner glasses. It's actually nice white color. I like that. A nice, like a pure white color. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Oh, oh my God, wait a minute. That's a huge difference. Hold on a second. This is actually big. So for those of you who last console generation, when you had your PlayStation 4s, had an issue with the PlayStation 4 controller, because on the back of the PS4 controller, there was always this weird sticker, this octagonal shaped sticker on the back of your controller, and it had a bunch of fucking shit on it, like, oh, it's got rules and regulations and copyrights and trademarks and all kinds of bullshit that nobody cares about. Okay, no one cares about it, but they have to put it on there legally, right, to protect their trademark and their copyright, whatever the fuck it is. That sticker almost always came off for me, and when it comes off, it leaves disgusting sticky glue that gets all over your hands. So now you gotta go get some kind of heavy cleaner or rubbing alcohol, and you have to scrub the fuck out of the back of your controller to get the goo off of the back of it. All right? Some people said that it never happened to them. This happened to every single controller I have for PlayStation 4, except for my latest one, which isn't yet a year old, so maybe it'll still happen. All right? What's the difference? This controller has that same shit on the back, but it's etched on the controller. It's actual text etched on there. It's not a sticker. That means even if this wears off, it'll just go away, and it won't get your hands covered in goo. I know this is like the most minute thing and most people won't care. This actually is an improvement for me. I hated that my PlayStation 4 controllers got my hands fucking sticky. It was like inevitable. I'm going to play this nice new controller for 2 months. I'm going to get glue everywhere and I'm going to have to scrub the fuck out of my controller. And it's a pain in the ass. It won't happen this console gen. So 3 improvements for me. More heftiness of the controller, feels like a better form factor. Grips built into the back of the controller and no disgusting fucking glue sticker there. Alright? So there you go. So that's the unboxing of the PlayStation 5 console, but we're not done yet. Alright, we're not done. I made a huge fucking mess here. I seriously did. There's shit everywhere. There's like stuff all around me here. What I should probably do is, hold on a second here. Because I want to bring the headset over, but I need room. So hold on a second here. And consolidate this mess. I'm the kind of person, I don't like leaving a mess around. I don't. If I can clean up the mess immediately, I'll do it. That way I don't have shit to do later. So, there you go. And here's the box. The box, everything's out of here. Oh, the one thing I want to read, I want to go through the instruction manual just to make sure I know how to put on the stand correctly. Okay? So with the base attached. Oh. Really? You only need to put the screw in if you're standing it up straight. If not, it actually does go on the bottom half. Oh, remember those symbols? Those symbols on the console are to align your base stand so that you can fucking... Okay. We're going to do this right now. I'm going to do it properly to make sure we did it right. Okay? So... the fuck over here. Alright. What I may actually do, I may actually bring the stand that I had for Halloween and actually put the box behind me here instead of there. Because there... It's kind of blocked. Over here, you'll be able to see it, I think. I might bring the stand in here. Okay. So, First of all, let me show you the nice scratch I got on my console. So, I wasn't kidding. Here's the console. You see it? I already scratched it. I didn't even boot it and I scratched it already. Fucking shit. I'm sure I could buff that out. I'm sure I could buff it out. But anyway. So, I was wrong. Yeah, the stand goes over here. So, remember I showed you guys, I said, oh, there's symbols etched into the side down here, and I didn't know what they were for. They're for the stand. What you're supposed to do, you're supposed to align this hook on the stand to those symbols. That's how you know where the hook goes. There you go. And so now it sits flat like this on the stand. Yeah, look at that. That is flat. Absolutely, that's flat. Now, of course, that's the back. Rotate. Hair all over it. Rotate it around. Oh, good. Luckily, the scratch is on the bottom of the console, so I don't care. I'll never see it. There you go. I don't give a fuck. There you go. That's it right there. Okay? That's the PS5. Alright, I'm actually going to, in a moment, I'm going to go place it in its new home, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to rotate the camera around so you guys can see. But, we got another unboxing to do. We're not done with unboxing. We still have unboxing to do here. But I have shout-outs to do. Alright, hold on. Woo! Let's see. Day 2 Views Cheers says, if I could trade in my PS5 for the Wolverine figure, would I? Yes. Genova Calamity tipped me $10, said, I missed the unboxing, I'll catch it on YouTube later. Yeah, yes, you did miss the initial removing of the box, but we're not done yet. We got another unboxing to do here. Thank you, Genova Calamity. Chimera Dog Cheers said, why don't you hold the controller up to the camera so we can see it instead of describing it to us? You mean this thing that you've seen everywhere already? There it is. Happy now? Ooh. There you go. Team Gardenator Cheers said, can you compare PS5 controller to PS4 and Xbox One? Like, hold them up to each other? Sure. We could do that. Hold on. Here we go. Actually, we can do the whole, we can run the whole gamut. Alright? Hold on. Get them all over here. Yeah. Okay. So, here is the DualSense PS4 controller, or PS5 controller. Here is the PlayStation 4 controller. So you can see, it's chunkier. It's definitely chunkier. You can just see side-by-side comparison. It's much, has depth to it. Not as skinny as this controller is. And like I said, even though it's funny, this controller does have a grip to it. It's a different kind. Like this one, it has a little bit of a grip to the back. This just has a lot more of a texture to the back of it. There's that sticker I was telling you about. See that thing? That's a sticker, and that comes off and leaves glue all over your controller. There you go. It is much bigger, right? Outside of that, though, like I said, the button placement's the same. The buttons pretty much look the same. I guess the touchpad's slightly bigger on the DualSense. Triggers they're exactly the same. Like, they look exactly the same. Now, we know this one has haptic feedback, but they look almost identical. And the thumbsticks look almost identical. So, okay. Xbox One controller. You're going to notice it's almost exactly the same form factor. If you look at the depth, and by the way, this is the day 1 2013. This is the actual controller that came with my launch Xbox One. Yes, that's the controller I use on Xbox One, the launch controller. I would say the Xbox One controller is slightly meatier, and actually is heavier. It is it weighs heavier in my hand for sure. Probably because it has actual batteries inside, AA batteries, while this one has a rechargeable. But outside of that, the actual size of the controller is similar. The difference here, of course, is obviously the placement of thumbsticks, the placement of D-pad. Yes, the triggers are different design. Many differences between these two controllers, but you can see what I mean about comparing this to the PS4 and to this. It's actually form factor-wise more similar to the Xbox One controller, I would say. And as an added bonus, and this one might actually shock you a bit, the Nintendo Pro controller, the Pro Switch controller, I guess I should say, the Switch Pro, actually form factor wise, they're the same. They're exactly the same. If I hold the Switch Pro controller in my hand right now, and I hold the DualSense controller in my hand right now, they feel the same. They do. The only difference, again, is the placement of the thumbsticks. If you take a look, it's the placement of the thumbsticks and the D-pad. But outside of that, it's the same exact shape as the other one. They're the same shape controller, which is pretty interesting when you think about that. Triggers are drastically different. The Nintendo Pro controller has really weird triggers, but outside of that, it looks the same exact shape. That's interesting. That actually, I wonder. You got to wonder about certain stuff. Like, where did they get their shape from with that DualSense, right? I wonder. Okay, a few more shout-outs. Lady Mandanite has tipped me $10 to make sure not to blow vape on your PS5. You saw what it did to the Xbox. Yeah, you saw what it did. It created a viral video that everyone thought was real, and people are gullible and complained that the Xbox Series X is going to blow up when it doesn't. Jay Bro, cheers. I heard people have crunching issues with some of the D-pad buttons. Crunching issues? I don't know what you mean by crunching issues. I guess we'll have to figure that out. All right. Day 2 views did like a ton of cheers here. Am I going to bless you with gameplay? I told you, when we get to it. We're going to try to do some bug snacks, but we got to hook the fucker up and get it working first. I don't know how long that's going to take. Then he says, the camera color and tight shirt make it look like you have jaundice. Stay safe. Thanks a lot, Day 2 views. I'm really going to read your next 2 cheers after that, aren't I? Fucking idiot. John Rage to me $16. There's a controller demo including Astro's Playroom. It shows off all the features. Make sure you check that out. Thank you, John Rage. With that tip, we have hit the tips goal for the night. And actually exceeded it by $10. Thank you for that. And that means vest poll, please. A moderator, if you could run a vest poll, I would appreciate that. The vests eligible tonight are as follows. Beige, red, gray. Because we've worn all the other vests recently. So beige, red, and gray for tonight are eligible. SPB original resale for 16 months. Do the triggers feel good? I can't answer that till we actually use it. Because unlike other controllers, you could pull it and say, oh yeah, you don't know. Every game's going to be different because of the haptic feedback. So because of that, this actually cannot be reviewed until we play a game. Jared777 Wally tipped me $16. Says, add me Phil, fan 2009 Xbox and PS5. What? Add me Phil, fan 2009 Xbox and PS5. What? Alright, I'm pretty confused, but thank you for the $16 tip. $126 tip. Thank you, Jared. Gunnar Henson tipped me $1.50. Said it's very small, but the back of the grips on the controller, the little bumps you feel are made of the PlayStation symbols. Oh, no. Thank you for the $1 tip, Gunnar Henson. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're not done. We're going to unbox something else, folks. You ready? I don't just unbox one thing. I go the whole extra mile, all right? Tonight, we're going to unbox... What are we going to unbox? Do you know? Anyone know? Let's find out. Where do I put this? Right there. Okay. The Pulse 3D wireless headset, which also released along with the PlayStation 5. Now, sadly, I'm going to be very honest with everyone. I'm pretty disappointed because I found out I can't use this wirelessly and put out audio to my stream. That sucks. The whole point of me getting this headset, honestly, was to try to get away from wires. I hate having all the wires that I have in my office, and the whole idea of having a wireless headset that I could charge every day overnight and use it all day the next day and not have an extra wire, you know, it was a good idea, I guess, in theory. Sadly, I guess the theory doesn't always pan out, and in this case, it didn't pan out. Because guess what? Excuse me. If you plug this, or if you sync this via Bluetooth to your PlayStation 5, your PS5 will not do audio output to any other source. So if I use this, you guys can't hear a stream. So I can't ever use this. Wirelessly anyway. okay? I will attempt to use it wired, though. So, at least hopefully I'll get some use out of it, because I dropped $100 on it, okay? So, Pulse 3D wireless headset. Comes with, says right here, the headset, wireless adapter, USB cable, audio cable, and printed materials. We all know my favorite is the printed materials. It actually shows on the back the little USB adapter. That's for Bluetooth. I guess I'll never use it. I guess I'm literally never going to use it. Okay. There you go. Okay. So, what am I doing? I'm trying to unbox this, and I'm not showing you. So, here it is. It unfolds as so. Okay. What is this? Fortune cookie or something. Fortune inside. Probably the accessories, of course, but and then this pulls out. Oh wait, what's this? I found some printed materials. Look at that, some printed materials. There's another printed material. That's always a bonus. 2 printed materials. A McDonald's apple pie. It doesn't. It's apple. My favorite. All right, ready? That's it. The bottom is just more of that cardboard shit and another piece of that. What do you call it? It's not styrofoam or whatever it's called. The fucking packing wrap stuff. Okay, so here it is. That's it. Does it say left and right? Yes, it does. Left, right. And it's got this unique rubber. Oh, look at that. It's got like this rubber that pulls up and down. And I'm assuming that's to keep it to the form factor of your head, which is interesting because I've never seen a headphone that actually has something like that before that stretches to the form factor of your head like that. Interesting. Okay, hold on a second. It's got a lot of buttons on it, actually. There's a lot of buttons on this thing. What does it got? Okay, let's see. It's got, just to show you, you probably can't see because it's all black, right? But it's got, I believe that's the headphone jack right there. It's got power on and off switch. It's got an absolutely microscopic hole. It's probably a microphone, I would assume. One of the microphones. Apparently this thing has 2 built-in mics, from what I'm to understand. Then I believe this is a USB-C port. So USB-C port to charge it. Okay, it's probably how you charge it. You got to plug it in there, right? What the fuck is that? Okay. Mute the microphone button to mute your mic right there. Okay. Red vest for tonight, by the way, and I will put that on in a moment. Volume up and down manual control, which is always nice to be able to manually control straight from the headset, rather than have to worry like an in-game menu. Off and monitor? Now, off or monitor? Those are two, like off and on I've heard of. I've never heard of off and monitor. I don't know what the hell that means. So there's 2 settings there we'll have to mess with. And then chat and game. Two buttons here to push, chat and game. What I'm assuming is you press chat, you can adjust the volume of the game chat. Press game, you adjust the in-game volume. That's what I'm guessing. This side has nothing. The right cup has literally nothing. No buttons at all. There is a PlayStation symbol on the headband here from the right cup. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. It's a PlayStation symbol. And there's also one on the left. So there's 2 PlayStation symbols here. There's a piece of adhesive plastic on the top. I don't know why. So I'm going to take that off. I have no clue what that was on there for. Maybe they're afraid it was going to be scratched in the box or something. So I'll get rid of that. So I'm going to put it on my head for the very first time. We're going to see how this sucker feels. Ready? So right off the bat, I can tell you, it's noise isolating. Want to know how I know? I can't hear shit. I can't. I was hearing all this atmospheric noise in my. I can't hear anything. All I can hear is my own voice, and even that sounds like very, very distant, because this is definitely noise canceling headphones because of the design of the ear cup. Okay. Now I've had noise canceling headphones. I've had issues with ear infections, so I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know if I'll be wearing these constantly or not, but they do feel comfortable. And I would say this elastic headband on the top of the headset, it feels good, actually, on the head. It feels like it actually will keep this snug on top of my head because it is elastic. It's pulling the headphones toward the top of my head so as if they won't look. They're not moving at all, right? That's good. Zero movement. I can't say that as much for my Astros or any other headphones. Usually they kind of slip off if you move your head around. I don't think these would fall off at all. They feel like they actually are like almost like elastic to your head because of the design of the headphone. Now, one thing, admittedly, though, I'm a little nervous about. To take them on and off, you have to bend them like this, which puts stress on the plastic band. And I've had a pair of headphones before. They were Tritons, okay? Same exact design style where it was one solid plastic band across. And it works good for a while. And then after about 6 months of using it, what happens is it puts stress on the band, and the band cracks. And when the band cracks, you're cracked. You're fucked. There's nothing you can do to fix that. I ended up having to send in those Tritons for warranty repair. They ended up sending me a new pair, and the same thing happened within about 4 to 5 months of use again. And that was it. The warranty had run out, and I never bought a pair of Tritons again. Incidentally, Triton went out of business. So what's interesting about this is that they're kind of the exact same design as those Tritons, and I'm a little nervous about how durable they're going to be. Those Tritons were $300. This is a $100 headset, right? So who knows? All right, let's see here. Let's do a few more shout-outs, and then we're going to see what's inside of this thing. Inside of the McDonald's pie, apple pie. Junior Mint Cheery says, I'm noticing a few bugs so far with PS5 connection issues. Really? Like connection of accessories? Or just things you're plugging into it? Curious. Day 2 views. Here we go again. I don't know what he's talking about. Thanks for the cheer. Super Blind Man Cheer said, it's sad. I cited this audio problem a bit before even I got the PS5. I got into a whole Twitter discussion about it, and I was right. I talked with you about it. If you remember, you originally had talked about it a few months ago, and actually I brought it up on one of my streams, and everyone was like, it ain't a big deal. No one's going to care about it. And now here we are at the launch, and we're going to have the problem. Day 2 views, cheers. So what's your favorite pie flavor? Are you willing to debate your decision? Brussels sprout pie is my favorite. Junior Mint Cheers says, I'm worried about rubber might make you lose more hair. It's weird because I already have a band of hair in the middle of my head from the current headphones I wear. And you're right. When I put this on my head, it absolutely is touching my hair. It's forcing the hair down flat on my head. Yeah, it's just the same thing again. So, I guess we'll see. Super Blind Man cheered again. He says the off and monitor switch allows you to hear yourself through the headset if you like, so you can theoretically evaluate how you sound to your party or your viewers. Oh, that's so monitor your audio levels. So you're using the mic built into the headset to hear your own audio. Okay, that actually sounds interesting. Thank you, Super Blind Man. Camaro87 tipped me $15. Said unbox Jasper. He's going to be up in the boxes. No, he's not. These boxes are going into my closet. Jasper is not touching these boxes. All right. Thank you for the tip. We're up to $142 in tips. Thank you very much, everyone. Dark Maggot resub for 50 months. Holy shit, Dark Maggot. What's going on? It's good to see you. 50-month resub right there. One of the longest supporters of the channel. Appreciate that. And that Indie Glow just resub for 36 months. It said 3 years. Thank you, that Indie Glow. All right. I owe you guys a red vest. I know. Everyone relax. I'll go get the red vest right now, and then we'll continue because we still got to see what's in the box. All right. Be right back. All right. Vest. Okay. All right, so what's in the box? Well, let me put the instructions back in the box. I don't care about that. Toss the printed materials in there. Okay. What is in the box? I'll show you, okay? Another USB-C cable. And if you can believe it, it's the same goddamn cable that comes with the PS5, excuse me. Same exact length. Shit. Couldn't it be longer? Guess not. So, kind of short. Alright? And your Bluetooth USB adapter. It's all well and good, but again, I'm probably never going to use it, because if I do use it, it's not going to do audio out to the stream, right? Now, what I'm curious, and this I'm very curious about, will this work with my PC? Because if it will, at least I could use them wirelessly with my PC. It'll only be stereo sound, but at least I'll get some wireless use out of them instead of it being wired and having an extra freaking wire running around, right? So I'm going to have to try that out. We might not have a chance to do that tonight, but I think we'll try that out eventually. We'll see if this will work with my PC, okay? Fair enough. And headphone cable. I fully expected that would be there. So that if you don't want to use wireless, you can plug this directly into your controller, and that also will give you the 3D audio, supposedly, out of the PlayStation 5, okay? So, I may be using this because I bought an adapter cable, which I'll show you all tomorrow. I don't have it here today. What I have is an adapter splitter cable. What it's supposed to do, it splits the audio line out of the DualSense controller, because the DualSense controller only has one audio jack. So what it's supposed to do is split that. One line you can plug into your headphones, so now your headphones work with 3D audio. The other line you can run anywhere. So I could run it to my PC. My PC has an auxiliary audio in. Theoretically, my PC should then be able to take that as an audio source, capture it for the stream. So I could still get 3D audio in my headphones, but there would be audio for the stream. Here's the problem. Will the PC accept that as an audio input because it's 3D audio? What is that? It's not Dolby Digital, which is a known source. Like, what is this proprietary 3D audio that Sony is using coming out of the DualSense? Will a PC just detect that audio and be able to decode it and use it on a stream? Or is it going to be weird? I'll give you an example. Okay? Dolby Digital. That's a type of surround sound audio. If I try to take Dolby Digital out of my console and put it into my stream, everyone says, oh my god, my ears just exploded. Because it creates audio glitches and errors. It just sounds like... It's really loud, high-pitched nonsense, and it just kills your ears. So what I'm nervous about is I got this adapter, $10, not a big deal. I'm breaking the bank that I bought this thing. It's supposed to come tomorrow. I may be able to split the audio, and therefore I could either use these, or I could even go back to my old Astros and get 3D audio from this controller. But will the audio out that I'm putting into the PC, will the PC be able to know what even it is and use it as an audio source, or is it just going to create sound just like the 3D audio that used to come out of Dolby Digital, right? I don't know. We're going to find out live as we test this thing over the course of the weekend. But anyway, it's nice. It comes with the cable to hook it up. That's a nice feature because it didn't have to. It's a wireless headset. It didn't have to come with that cable, but it did. I do like that. But I do have a question, and I don't know if anyone knows the answer to this. Regular headphones don't need a battery to run. They just have power that goes through this cable, okay? If I plug in this headset to this controller via this cable, will it just work? Or do I then still have to charge this headset overnight on my PlayStation 5 console as well? Interesting question, right? I guess another thing we just have to find out. I don't know if anyone has an answer for that or not. Okay? All right. Let's see here. Timbo Slice Cheery said, are you wearing your jammy pants? These are, yeah, they're pajama pants. Of course they are. What do you think I wear around the house? Like slacks? Like fucking professional, like, you know, like suit pants? What do you think I wear in this house? Comfortable fucking clothes. I work from home. I wear comfy clothes all goddamn day long. God damn it. Petey Piranha tipped me $2. So this, it's been a while. The unboxing is pretty informative and very in-depth. Curious how No Nut November is going for me. Well, none of your fucking business. Thanks for the $2 tip. Callink's now cheered and says, I love we are in the next gen. Can we put on a vest on the can we put a vest on the PS5? Actually, that's not a bad idea, except it might overheat. Vests you can buy and put on your PS5 to accessorize. I think you may have just come up with an idea. Now, I'm going to have to get approval from Sony. I can't just do it like that company that tried to sell the customized faceplates and it got shut down via trademark infringement. I'd have to actually contact Sony and say, can I sell vests to put on your PS5? I got to think about this. It's actually a pretty good idea. Super Blind Man Cheaty said, actually, there's a chance. Not only will your PC accept this headset, may end up being one of the few streamers that will be transmitting 3D audio over the stream itself. The way 3D audio works is that it's processed by the console and just sent out over 2 channels. So yeah, it could really work. See, I guess really it's a question of, will the PC know what the 3D audio is and know what to do with it? You know, because I don't know if that would work or not, or if it's going to be confused. Dolby Digital, it doesn't know what it is. It just goes crazy. It goes, boo. So will it actually use this audio or not? We're going to find out. I'm going to mess around with this starting tomorrow. We'll find out live. Guitar Player 1939 just did a 510-bit cheer, biggest cheer of the night. He says, I hope I can get a digital version of the PS5 because I get most of my games digital. I wanted the digital version. I really did. I had no intention of buying the disc version, and I don't think I'm going to be buying any discs for the damn thing anyway. It's just that I couldn't get it. Everywhere I tried to pre-order, it was always instantly sold out, but on Amazon, I was able to get the disc version. So, luckily, that's what I went for, and I got it. So thank you for the cheer. Chimera Dog cheered again and said, how have you been doing for this for 11 years, and you have to ask if an aux cable will power your headset? Yes, it will. But, no. That's not what I'm asking. What I'm asking is this specific headset, because this is a wireless headset that runs on a battery. Will the battery allow itself to be powered by the aux cable, is my question. That's proprietary to this headset. That's not a universal question you'll know an answer to until you try it. There's some wireless headsets will not be powered by that cable. You have to charge the battery separately. Super Blind Man Cheers says 3D audio is processed stereo audio, formatted to treat the 2 channels like your 2 ears. So suddenly I need a splitter cable. Huh. I'll let you know, Super Blind Man, because I got one coming tomorrow. I'll let you know if it works. And if it works, why not everyone do that, right? It sucks you got to run fucking 100 wires across your house, but if you can get 3D audio and the stream can hear the audio, I mean, that's the best of both worlds. So maybe it'll work. We'll see. Super Blind Man cheered again. He said, to answer your earlier question, the headset needs no power at all to work in 3.5mm mode. You never need to charge it. Wow, well, there you go. I might never charge the thing. I seriously might never charge it because I can't use it with my PS5 that way. Then you guys won't hear anything. So, all right. We're getting our answers. We got, this is like a tech session as well as an unboxing here tonight. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for putting up with that. A lot of talk, all right? Right now, what we're going to do, this is the wrong cable. We're going to say thanks for watching, and I'm going to go offline, and that's it. I'm out of here for tonight. No, that's not the case. I'm going to stick around at least another hour here on the stream. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hook up the PlayStation 5, get it working, get games downloaded. We're going to try to get everything working, all right? So that's the end of the unboxing. Thanks for watching. For those on YouTube, this will be a separate video from the rest, but there will be more coming. For those on stream, just stick around, all right? But that's it for the unboxing of PlayStation 5 Disc Edition and the Pulse 3D wireless headset for PlayStation 5. I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing. Thanks, guys.